Welcome back to The Better Show. Now we are on to an inspiring Canadian singer-songwriter who's making his U.S. debut. That's
right. We caught up with Justin Hines on his U.S. tour to talk music and how he hopes to inspire others with it.
And momentarily, I'm back where I come from.
Justin Hines overcame obstacles that would have crushed most people.
I'm very blessed because my parents never really decided to shine a spotlight on my challenges. They kind of decided to shine a spotlight on what I was passionate about, which was music. So I never really grew up thinking that my situation was necessarily a challenge.
'Cause momentarily I have it all.
The Canadian singer-songwriter suffers from Larsen syndrome. It's a joint dislocation condition that confines him to a wheelchair.
I was more taught to learn to use it as a tool and something that can hopefully help others rather than sort of hold me back. So I never really thought of it as a big deal. So going forward in music, I just sort of kept that mentality. I thought, yes, I guess it's rare for a guy in my situation to be doing the whole music thing, but I just never thought it was impossible.
That triumphant spirit led to the release of his U.S. debut album called Days to Recall.
5 years ago, I met a gentleman who was kind enough to sign me to a record deal. Took me kind of under his wing and kind of developed things further, so I've been very, very fortunate.
Justin's musical journey started with a singing competition in Toronto.
Well, I'd been singing a lot, actually, for family gatherings and church things, and my mom was actually driving me to school one morning. I think I was, just 14, and we were on our way to school, and we heard about this contest to sing the anthems at our Toronto team's game, and I ended up getting the prize of singing the anthems, which was great because obviously very nervous, but it got rid of any, I think, future stage fright.
You say what you in.
I think we're singing from a very different place, maybe a place of meaning and honesty and vulnerability, and so for me, I like to feel something when I'm listening to music. So hopefully, when I'm projecting it, I can make others feel things as well.
If I were to die today, my life would be more than okay.
Well, his music evokes deep emotion, and at the same time, it's also uplifting. In fact, the Most Reverend Desmond Tutu and his title song from the new album were used as part of the Justin-Inspired campaign to build 20 schools in 11 days.
Yeah, and just that whole South African journey was something that's had a very long-lasting impact on us. I don't see us ever forgetting every day of that whole journey.
I said, courage, won't you come out to play? Come out to play. I'm living it down again.
A PBS special also featured Justin in concert at Toronto's Royal Cinema.
For me, the whole thing was just a giant honor.
Tell me I'm falling. Tell me I'm done.
Well, these days you'll find the soulful artist singing a lot more love songs.
If I'm being honest, I never really thought marriage would be a reality for my situation and my world, and I was so busy with music and being in my situation, I just thought it would take a really kind of unique person who would have to sacrifice a lot to be with a guy like me. When I did meet my wife and how she, not that she didn't care about the logistics, but she just sort of had an attitude that anything's possible. I think having the whole topic of love be so prevalent now, well, it's definitely given me another dimension of things to write about. I never really had written a true blue love song up until a couple years ago, and now I have a source of inspiration to do that for, and I'm a lucky, lucky guy.
Tell me I'm bleeding. Tell me I'm lost. Tell me I'm alone. Thanks so much.
Well, Justin says that a dream of his would be to play with James Taylor one day. His new album, Days to Recall, is available now. I have a feeling that's going to happen for him.
Yeah, that's a duet I'd watch. Yeah.